Microphone check, microphone check. I don't wanna hear any static on that bitch. Welcome back, motherfucking back to another episode of Fly on the Wall. And you know, we don't hesitate. Every time that I do this shit, we only bring the dopest, the most eclectic, the most creative, the most forefront thinkers, the people who are doing everything they can to put this city on their motherfucking back. So without further ado, I got someone today that I've been looking forward to bringing on. This is a dude that I've shared the stages with before too, and he crushes it. He just had him and his group Rotten last night. Had an incredible show at Platypus. We were there. I wish I had some footage on my phone. I could fucking spam it onto the fucking podcast real quick. He just dropped a brand new fucking album. Incredible work. Dude is one of the best rappers in the fucking city. Dude is an incredible producer too. A whole nother bag. I'm gonna stop the fucking hype train, ladies and gentlemen. We have Rec Riddles in the house.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's an honor, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor.
Hell yeah.
I've been looking forward to having you on, especially after listening to your new project, bro. I mean, you're just Damon said it last night. You're a barsmith, and I love that. I couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah.
I really respect your craft and your charisma on stage.
Appreciate
is fucking
it, man.
awesome.
Thank you.
Because I've done multiple sets with the Rotten crew too, where we've like all performed at similar events and shit, and I always get to see you go, bro, and it's fucking sick.
Appreciate it, man.
But man, let's. I kind of want to dive into the album and talk about that, because that's hot to the streets.
Right.
That's literally fresh out of the oven right now.
Facts.
All the smoke.
Yep.
And what was. Like, I listening to it, I kind of understand the themes.
Right.
But for the people here, like, what do you think, like, thematically inspired you to, like, go that route with this project? Like, what made you go, all right, I like this style of production. I like this style of, like, how I want to approach my vulnerability on this project. Because you're telling stories on that shit, too.
Right.
And, what inspired you, basically, for that project, I guess?
It's funny because, you know, with the last year, we've had one of the biggest rap battles in recent history.
Of course.
With Kendrick and Drake.
Hell yeah.
So it was like, man, like, I knew Kendrick wouldn't shy away from it. It's like, you know, they're about to get into the thick of things. I was very surprised when Cole bowed out and said, you know what?
I was too.
This man means more to me as a friend and as a brother, so we're not going to have the sparring session.
Right.
So I just felt that in the air, and I was like, man, like, Kendrick wants to smoke with Drake, you know
hell
what I mean?
Hell yeah. He was trying to smoke that OVO pack.
Right, you know
and
what I mean?
he kind of did.
You know, from my personal preference, I know a lot of people, I've been seeing what's going on online. A lot of people don't agree, but I feel like, you know, majority rules, and, you know, people feel like Kendrick took the W. You know, it was. I was watching that and I'm just like, yo, Kendrick wants to smoke. I like the competitive, the sport aspect of hip hop. I mean, because you're always gonna have guys that say, yo, I'm better than you. Oh, but I feel like I'm better than you. You got to battle at some point.
You got to prove your ground.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a battlefield.
But then I was like, with the type of artist that I am, I'm not going to go out there and just diss anybody. You know what I mean?
Fry someone out of the blue.
Right. You know what I mean? But I was definitely feeling that competitive spirit.
Proving your mettle.
Exactly. But it's like, I was looking at it like, you know what? It's not about me competing with anybody. It's more so about me competing with myself.
Real as fuck.
So it's I don't want smoke with anybody. I want smoke with me.
That's dope as fuck. You know what I mean?
So it's like, so this project, my approach was really like, how can I up it up, you know, another level? How can I make this shit better than the last one? So it's like,
had to go against yourself. Almost.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was
I love that.
I against I, somewhat. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! I heard those themes throughout the project too. Like I kind of peeped that, where it's like you're putting a mirror up to yourself and going, "This was me yesterday.
Right.
This is me today.
Right.
What is was it Fat Joe or fucking DJ Khaled who said the price today is not the same as yesterday? That's how it feels, bro.
Exactly.
And I think that's dope because that was a huge cultural shift in hip hop last year, and the people who really are about it and appreciate the sport, we
Right.
noticed.
Right.
And we paid attention.
Facts.
And we shifted our game
Right.
In a different direction.
Right.
And that, I think, is a cool-ass, refreshing approach where it's
Yeah.
like, the only enemy is me.
Right, exactly.
And the only person who can stop me from being better is me. So
right.
let me knock him down a block,
Right.
and I'm going to step up the pedestal a little bit.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Do you have any favorites off of the album?
Man,
I definitely do. I'm going to wait for you,
right.
but I want to hear what you got.
I
If you
love
got
the
any.
Smoke and Mirrors one that I did. You
That
know,
shit's
when
fire.
I dissed myself on the record.
Yeah, hell
So,
yeah.
like,
Yep.
I really like it was hard, not necessarily hard to because who doesn't love. I mean, I know there's people out there that struggle with that, but like, who doesn't love themselves? Who doesn't think the highest of themselves?
Of course, right? Yeah.
But it's like you kind of got to be real with yourself.
What are
Sometimes.
my flaws? Or
Right.
like, how can I, how can I knock the chip off my shoulder?
Exactly.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's definitely one of my favorites. Like, as far as the verses, the beat, the whole vibe of the record is definitely one of my favorites. The first song, "That's Life."
Yeah,
is
that
one of
shit's-
my favorites.
I
It was
like
like
That's Life too,
really
yeah.
hard to kind of write because I was even though I'm always vulnerable and tell my story.
It
on
definitely
record,
sounded like one of your
but
more vulnerable
yeah,
cuts.
man, it was
storytelling.
It was
too,
definitely
like,
hard to write. Just because sometimes us as artists, we're like, we kind of don't want to reveal too much.
Yeah,
about
we want to be a
ourselves.
little mysterious.
Yeah, you
like,
know what I
yeah.
mean. But it's at the same time, it's like, no, we got to break that barrier down
sure.
and like just bare our souls on the record.
Free game.
So
free game.
that was definitely. And then I definitely love the Winter Beef record. That's one of my favorite records.
That beat is incredible too.
Thank you,
and
brother.
you weren't playing games with the bars on that shit.
Thank you, brother.
For me, That's Life, Winter Beef, and Gotta Go.
Appreciate
were
it.
probably my three. I loved Smoke and Mirrors too.
Yeah.
I just love the whole fucking project. but these are just three standouts that like. I was telling him earlier. I go on this walk every day,
Right.
and I'll usually listen to the guests that I'm having on before they come on, just to refresh my brain on their catalog. And he just dropped this shit.
Right.
So I was listening to it on my walk yesterday, and those were the ones that stood out to me. I was
Got
like,
you, man. Appreciate it.
yeah, bro, it's just fucking awesome. Like I like to see work like this coming out of our city.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like knock rappers in our city, because rappers in our city are all doing incredible, but
Right.
they're not making stuff that sounds like that shit.
Appreciate it.
I think it's kind of unique. You have like. And you're from Jersey,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm originally from Jersey.
You have such a East Coast flavor to it, bro. I fucking love it. Like,
Appreciate it.
Makes me want to get like a chopped cheese and fucking get a big slice of fucking pizza or
Yeah,
some
man.
shit. I don't know. It's just very East Coast, and I love it. And I think
man.
you push the sound forward with this project. So
Appreciate it.
Flowers and kudos
Thank you,
to
man.
you, sir.
Appreciate it. Definitely.
You said you produced too, and like you said, you produced probably like 80%
Yeah.
of most of your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you like the producing side or the rapping side more, or do you like them equally, or do you just like them for different shit? Like,
So I come from a musical family. Like my uncle
Dope.
plays 11 instruments and shit. Like,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Octopus.
And then my oldest brother Andre. Well, Think First, Gunsmoke Jones.
Yeah.
He's he's the reason why I really do what I do.
Dope.
I mean, he put me on to hip hop. But he fucking played piano, sax. My brother Marcus, who's 18 months older than me, he played the cello, trombone.
oh damn, yeah,
So,
you got a
like,
full
yeah,
background
right,
there. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
you got the
we-
whole symphony.
So it's like I just grew up with instruments. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Yeah,
just
so-
kind of bled into your life a little bit.
Right.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's like I always knew at some point or another that I would be doing something musical. Mm-hmm. The writing kind of came later.
Yeah.
And the rapping came when I was maybe I wrote my first rap when I was 7.
Oh, dope.
But
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't really like start writing
Writing's-
until I was like maybe 12
Okay,
or 13,
dope.
something
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I gotta say they're equal for me, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Hell yeah.
it's kind of like different parts of the brain for me a little bit. To
Yeah.
Where it's like Because how I usually start my projects off is usually like, all right, I sit down, I make a bunch of fucking beats, like
damn right,
and I'll hit a stride where I'm just cooking.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Once you go and you're like, all right, here comes 6 beats.
Right,
like,
exactly. I'll just start cranking them shits out left
Hell
and
yeah.
right. And then it's like, all right, I think I got enough
right,
to where I can start writing and, making some songs and shit.
Hell yeah.
It's definitely different parts of the brain because I can't do both at the same time.
No, it throws me off.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
My fucking ADHD focus goes crazy.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, no. Now I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Facts. Big facts. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. As someone who also kind of like produces a lot of their stuff and does the rapping side of it too, I kind of feel you on that. Like, there's like different reasons I like each. Like, I feel like I can vent my emotions better with the raps. Right. But I feel like I can vent, like, my, like, empty-mindedness in a weird way to my production, if that makes sense.
No,
like,
completely understand.
Like, I go on airplane mode when I'm making beats.
Right.
But then I go into technical mode when I'm rapping. You know?
Right, I got you.
And it's kind of fun to, like, dabble with both sides. And when you understand one side, you understand the other side better.
Right.
And I think that that's really important for artists who do both sides to understand that, like, yo, this side's helping me out on the rapping. And then the rapping might even help me out with the production, too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, all you rapper producers out there, all you J. Cole's, all you fucking Kanye's pre-swastika, all you fucking, anyone who's rapping, producing Q-Tip vibes, keep doing it. We need more of that shit. I think it pushes the game forward.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So speaking on that too, do you like? Every rapper's got their favorites. They're like their inspirations, the people that they look up to.
Right.
Can you give me like your top 3 favorite rappers of all time off the top of your head? I know it's a hard one to think about, and 3 is such a small number because for me I could name 10 and they could all be number 1 for me. But
3.
Yeah. Who are 3 that definitely your favorites?
Well, Nas is definitely number 1 for me.
Peak. We love Nas.
He's my favorite rapper of all time. So, I mean, if anybody's like familiar with my work, I'm sure they can hear.
I definitely hear Nas in your shit for sure.
Number 2, probably Black Thought.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Yeah,
that's freestyle goat to me. Probably, if not the greatest, one of the greatest freestyle artists ever.
Agreed.
Incredible.
Agreed. Man, number 3, that number 3 spot.
It's tough.
Ghostface Killer.
Woo, my boy!
Yeah.
That's my favorite from the Woo.
It'll have to be Ghost. Like, Ghost for me, it's, in my opinion, and I love Wu-Tang. I've had the opportunity to meet Wu, tour with Wu.
Fuck yeah.
So I love Wu. If y'all hearing this, y'all know I love y'all.
Hell yeah.
But in my opinion, Ghost is the only Wu-Tang member out of the original 9. Well, 10. I'll throw Capadonna in there too.
Yep.
He's the only one that has 2 classics in my book.
Damn.
Maybe even 3.
That's valid. I would stand with that too.
You know what I mean? With Iron Man, Supreme Clientele,
it's funny.
Fish Scale, like, yeah.
I've been playing Supreme Clientele the past like month.
Really?
Actually, that's funny that you bring up Ghostface.
Yeah, man.
He was always my favorite out of them. Like
I love just watching Ghost as far as just. Anybody knows me knows I'm a fucking fashion dude. I love getting drippy.
Hell yeah. I was going to say, I love the fit today.
Appreciate
Look at this shit, bro. He needs a frame.
Like watching Ghost and Raekwon as well and Kappa. Mm-hmm. But Ghost was just so fucking fly to me always. He was. You know what I mean?
He was like the format for what you see from like Griselda and like West Side Gun and shit now. Where it's like dope East Coast raps with some fly ass fit shit. Like it's a lifestyle rap kind of thing. Like,
exactly. Agreed, man.
But yeah, bro, I love. It's funny when I first started getting into like rap in general. Like my brother. Someone's older brother always puts you on,
right?
Or your older brother, or whoever.
Right.
My older brother used to listen to like fucking Pac, 3-6, and like kind of like a bunch of different shit, Outkast, and but he would always tell me how good Ghostface Killer was.
Right.
And I was like, But I never got to listen to Ghostface in his car because he was always playing all the other shit.
Got you.
So I had to do my own homework on Ghostface. Really? Yeah, and I remember like downloading like fucking Fish Scale or like fucking Supreme Clientele for the fucking first time.
Right.
And I'm sitting in my parents' fucking like computer chair just listening to this shit. I'm like, this is so fucking hard. The samples and the way he raps, just like and he's probably the best storyteller, I feel like, out of the Wu.
Oh my God.
He just is really good at fucking. You could close your eyes listening to one of his records and you're where he's painting the picture.
Yeah, like, man, and that's not easy to do at all. Man.
No,
like
definitely not.
When an MC is able to tell a story, and I can just see it all in my head, it's like a movie. Yeah, that is definitely a skill and a talent that I feel like more MCs, nowadays need to definitely start to really implement.
You gotta adopt that, for sure.
Because being able to tell a story and bring the listener into a place that they're never been or just not, familiar with.
Hell yeah, it's a life-changing experience.
It's a skill, man. Like it's him, Nas, Scarface, Biggie. I mean, there's just some of the best storytelling, and I love storytelling rap. So
same.
Hell yeah, Ghost is my guy.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. That's a good ass top 3. So Black Thought, Ghostface, and who was the first one?
Nas.
Yep. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a lineup of all goats, bro.
Facts.
Like they're all legends.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean, Black Thought and all his shit that he did with the Roots and stuff is just fucking iconic. You'll never forget it.
Facts.
I used to have that shit on repeat in middle school.
Yeah, man.
And fucking, you can't deny Nas.
Right.
Nas is, to the Jay-Z meat writers out there, Nas is truly the king of New York.
Facts.
And I do fucks with Jay-Z's work too. I'm not trying to fucking dog I'm not trying to dog Hove out here, but I know y'all were beefing. Right. But to me, I think Nas is the better. To me, better catalog.
Yeah.
Even modern shit he's dropping. The King's Disease stuff is incredible. Whenever him and Hit Boy link up, it's gonna be a fucking classic project.
Yeah, facts, man.
Man, just that's a fire ass fucking
appreciate it.
And I hear all of them bleed into your work.
Yeah,
I do. Especially, I love that you said Black Thought too, because now I'm like I'm thinking of you performing last night, and I'm seeing the parallels, bro. Like
I studied I had the opportunity to see the Roots. I might have been in I think I was a freshman in high school, sophomore in high school. Mm-hmm. So where I lived at in Jersey, I was right in the thick of Rutgers University.
Oh damn, that's dope as fuck.
So once my mom got us, out the hood, we were right in central Jersey. Rutgers was right there. I used to be able to walk to Rutgers campus.
No shit. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. Hell
so they used to do this thing called Rutgers Day.
Yeah.
Where they would have whoever was the top dude at the time, or I guess whoever they could acquire.
Yeah, yeah.
So one year it was Nas, and that was the first time I saw him live.
Oh hell yeah.
But then the next year was the Roots. And I was able to see them live.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just watching Black Thought how is this dude
he's
able to kick out these rhymes? I mean, we're talking multi-syllable rhymes.
Yep.
So many fucking different schemes. And it doesn't sound like he's out of breath. He
breath
doesn't
control on 10.
He's out of so I remember that vividly. I gotta be just as good as that.
Yes.
On stage.
That's a good standard to have.
If I can't get there because it's Black Thought, but I gotta get close.
Hey, you are definitely creeping there, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
You are within the same universe as him,
Appreciate
bro.
It, bro.
And you'll get there.
Yeah, man.
I see it. Your work stands quality with his.
Thank you.
As well.
Thank
and Black Thought is definitely iconic legend, bro. He set the bar high for truly what it means to be a rapper.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you brought it up. I honestly, I have a lot of guests on here, and I have not. You're the first one to bring up Black Thought,
really?
And I'm happy you did.
Wow.
Because I think he's, and you get a lot of young cats these days that don't really, that aren't fully tapped in with that shit. But they don't know how important and integral he is to fucking the rap world.
Facts.
Facts. He made he made live instrumentation with hip hop sound fucking better than you could expect.
Facts.
And he kind of laid for a dude like a Kendrick, if you look at his live shows, it's kind of similar in a respect with that.
Definitely.
But man, yeah, they're all fucking dope ass artists, and they bleed through you. I hear it in the music. And,
definitely.
And I'm sure, you know, when they get the chance to hear your shit, bro, they're gonna go, damn. This dude paid I gotta pay him my respect because he paid us ours. Like,
facts.
But damn, that's dope as fuck.
Appreciate it.
I love all those names. I love fucking the East Coast approach that you draw from that.
Yeah.
When did you leave New Jersey for St. Louis, I guess?
It was like 2014.
Oh, damn. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, I've been here like, 10 plus years now.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Got a decade in it.
Yep.
We love it. Hell yeah. You got a little St. Louis flavor with a little bit of New Jersey. That's fire.
Yeah, man. Mix it up. Blend it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, St. Louis to me always feels like a melting pot of sorts.
It really is, man. And I noticed that when I got on the scene, that I was like, yo, it's a little bit of everything for everybody, man. And that's one thing I could really appreciate about the scene here. Because, I've been to multiple different cities, performing and shit.
Hell yeah.
And sometimes you'll go to a city and it's just like everybody sounds the same. It's not a lot of different, artists. It's not a lot of diversity.
Yeah, you're only getting one branch of a tree.
Yeah. So that's one thing I love about St. Louis is that
everything.
You get you get to hit all different facets of hip hop.
Hell yeah.
And it's like we all kind of just, it's not like, oh, that group's over here, all the bar guys are over here, all the like trap guys are over, like, now we all, everyone
intermingles. Yes,
man. And that's so dope.
I think it's another, like, eventually St. Louis, we do have a spotlight on us, but we deserve a fucking much bigger one for what we do. I think musically, like, there is something for literally everybody.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, you go to Atlanta, there's only something for, like, you could say 75% of the people. There's probably 25% of people who probably ain't gonna rock with it. And even same with the other big spots, like a Chicago or even in New York or even in LA. But if you come to St. Louis, it's like, dude, I could just pick my fucking poison. I'm at a buffet, like, but this buffet's got Chinese food, and it's got American bar food, and it's got fucking Italian food. Like, I don't even know what to fucking pick. Like, but I think that's the beauty of this city is, we're just a tapestry of like fucking different subgenres of hip hop.
Facts.
And we need more lights over here. So
I agree, man.
I
agree because there's so much talent in the city. So many people that have the possibility to be huge international recording artists.
For sure.
Be on the same level as, some of these guys that we revere.
Yeah.
And that are getting all this, spotlight and accolades now. There's people that, I had the privilege to rub shoulders. Some of them I rubbed shoulders with last night.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, for sure.
I'm in a group with two guys who I feel like can be super international superstars.
Without a doubt.
We had Rockwell Knuckles in the house last night.
Yep.
Another dude that, can be on a super platform and be a super international star. You know what I mean? I mean, the list is very, very long.
It is. No,
you know what I mean?
And that's why I feel like when one of us catches flames, it's gonna be gasoline. Because then they're gonna be like, oh damn, this guy's fired. There's like 30 motherfuckers in here I can listen to, like, and they're all dope.
Dope.
And I can play their shit. I feel like you can play a lot of all of our music next to each other's.
Yeah.
And it stands well.
Right.
It all plays well together.
Agreed.
So maybe that's what I need. You know what I need to do? I need to make a fly on the wall playlist. And I'm gonna
and have a bunch of St. Louis. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Yes, Mark my words. I'm happy my brain just popped that. Right. Thank you. I'm gonna feel like the inspiration came from Rec right there. But fuck, I don't want to burn my camera too far, so we'll hit a little break here.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like this first half has been great. We got to get to know you a little more, and got to understand your flavors and the themes behind your project. And go get that now.
Yes, please do.
Hell yeah, we're plugging it right now.
Yes, sir.
But we will be right back after these messages. Remember Buddha TV. This is Fly on the Wall. This is Rec Riddles. We love you. You love us. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
New shit, new shit, new shit, new shit, new shit. Please believe me. Please believe me.
afraid you're talking in riddles. I don't understand you.
Hey yo,
So I got a little riddle for you.
hey yo,
I'm here.
hey yo.
Clever strategists, we still forever savages. Me checking my balances beyond checks and balances. Or any law of averages and shady business practices. Catalyst, I stood next to the gangsters and the activists. Rapping shit so you can believe me like you believe in Jesus. Genius, the greatest of all time, deceased or breathing. For multiple reasons, I drop it neat season. The vet season, glass cocked on the block with these heathens. They beefing, it's not gonna stop, they keep squeezing. And some kids getting popped over guap, they won't release.
We are back, and guess what? We are motherfucking back. Another episode of Fly on the Wall, another vibe, another incredible guest. We got to know a little bit about Rec Riddles, kind of his background behind his projects, some of his inspirations as rappers, his producer mind. And I think that we all can learn a little bit from this shit. I always like to say it's free game, you know,
Yes,
unless
sir.
I guess you got to pay for the Wi-Fi, so it's not fully free. But and watching this is free,
Right.
minus the Wi-Fi. But bro, it's an honor to have you on again.
Thank you,
I'm really excited about this
sir.
episode, and I think you're a super dope dude.
Appreciate it.
Go get all the smoke right now. All streaming platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, he's killing it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Don't sleep, man.
Yes,
the alarm clock is fucking on. But the first half is great. I love getting to know my guests. I
Right.
love getting to share that with everybody. But this is my personal favorite part.
Yeah.
The overrated, underrated series. You get to pull one of these magical topics out of a hat.
Man.
And you get the challenge of reading my shitty handwriting. So, without further ado, we have Rec Riddles with the overrated, underrated, perfectly rated series. Hell yeah.
Scared.
Oh shit, what we got?
Hennessy.
The hen dog.
Hennessy can never be overrated or underrated. Hennessy is perfect the way it is.
Talk that shit. Why is Hennessy perfectly rated for you, bro?
Oh man, Hennessy is probably the best cognac in my opinion.
Without a doubt. Yep.
It's a hip hop staple.
Yes.
I just remember growing up watching Mobb Deep with Hennessy football jerseys in the Shook Ones video.
Damn, that's a real callback too. Hell yeah.
It's like for these dudes that have a jersey that say Hennessy on it, it's like
that's hard.
I want to drink that.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
The branding is on point.
Right.
Let me get a bottle.
You know, I just remember just hearing Hennessy. So what I was like, maybe 13, 14 at a house party and shit.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
the cup.
Hennessy. It's the first thing I'd ever drank.
Hell
Hennessy.
really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What was your reaction the first time you had a sip of Hennessy?
I was like, why do people drink this?
I was gonna say that's like everybody's first liquor. Like, ooh, shit, fucking nasty.
It's like this shit doesn't even taste good. Why do people drink alcohol?
But then you got fucked up and you're like,
Yeah,
I get it. I get it now.
And then like when I got started getting my feet wet, drinking more in high school and shit.
Yep.
It's just like, all right, I get it. Hennessy's the best.
Hell yeah.
You know?
My homie at my old job, I used to not really be a big cognac guy until he kind of such a weird combo for Hennessy here, but he made me try Hennessy and pineapple juice.
Love it.
And that shit changed the game for me. I was like, this is fire as fuck. And I mean, fuck, I had a buddy who liked to drink Douce a lot too. So like I'd just start mixing cognac with pineapple juice and that shit's peak. But Hennessy is the top tier cognac.
Agreed.
Without a doubt.
Agreed.
And it's for the smooth sippers.
Right.
Cigar smokers.
Right.
The gentlemen.
Right.
And fucking, it's just a vibe, bro. So anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything can happen off the hen dog.
Big facts.
And what was that one? Do you remember? Is Incredible Hulk? You remember that shit? It's like Hypnotic.
Yeah.
And
Hennessy. Yeah.
Now that shit's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That shit's a whole nother level.
I got so many bad nights off of drinking Incredible Hulk.
I think there was one time I actually like consistently drank that through a night.
Yeah.
And I swear my hangover was like for 3 days straight.
Bro, it's the worst. If you're not like preparing yourself for like
guzzling water.
Yeah, like you're gonna be hammered in like then the next day you're just gonna be like, yo, why did I do this to
Dying,
myself?
dehydrated.
Yes.
It's the hypnotic though, because that's just like sugar, basically.
It's all sugar.
Like,
yeah.
But oh man, you mix that with the power of Henny, and you're fucking cooked, bro.
I've had too many bad nights and then bad mornings, bro.
The back to back.
Yeah, man, it's a fact.
Hell yeah! So Hennessy is perfectly rated.
It's perfectly rated. You can never underrate or overrate Hennessy.
Fuck that shit. Get this man a sponsorship right now. I need to see the Rec Riddles Hennessy commercial.
Oh,
Him
man.
and Nas. Because I know Nas got one too.
J. Cole.
Yes, sir.
Is J. Cole overrated or underrated?
He can be perfectly rated too. But yeah, it's a tough one. It could go a lot of different ways with him.
So here's my hot take on J. Cole.
Hell yeah.
Especially given what transpired last
Context.
year.
Yeah.
I do agree with people saying that he does have to talk less about being
The guy, if you're not going to come for the guy.
because in my opinion, I feel like all the greatest rappers have had the opportunity to showcase that I am the best.
I am the number one.
Yeah, they stepped in the arena and actually had to prove it against a formidable opponent.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
So I feel like until Cole takes that on, and especially because, and like I respect his decision 110%.
Same. Yeah. Oh,
to back out of the battle, even though he did throw his jab at Kendrick.
He did.
You know what I mean? With the 7-minute drill, but
yeah. Yep.
I feel like if it's not gonna be Kendrick, then who's it gonna be? Because if y'all are the biggest, that we have right now with Drake, Kendrick, and Cole.
Yeah.
Then I feel like you can't really look down for the people that are not on your level.
Yeah, because then you're on the same level as them at that point.
Exactly. And I know that's Freddie Gibbs kind of called him out recently.
Yeah, I seen all that too.
So
yeah.
And even though I respect the shit out of Gibbs, but as far as stature and where they rank at in the game, I do not feel like I feel like creatively they're on the same level.
Yeah.
Gibbs puts out amazing music and projects.
For sure.
But as far as just stature, they're not on equal playing field. But
no, yep.
With that being, and I love J. Cole.
I do too. I'm a big Cole fan.
Extreme inspiration, especially for me being an MC producer, him being an MC producer.
Yep.
I respect him on both sides of the field as far as being an MC and being a producer.
For sure.
He's an amazing artist. But I have to say, with what we saw in the past year, I feel like J. Cole is overrated.
Overrated? Damn. I mean, the context does change it. I think for J. Cole, I've always thought he's he had like one of the best feature runs.
Yes.
From like 2017 or 18 to like really maybe before last year, like 2022 or 23. And
he was cooking, man.
He was cooking. Johnny P's Caddy, all this, just everything he was hopping on.
He was killing it.
And he was talking that shit.
Yes.
I'm the best guy.
Yes.
I'm that dude.
Yes.
And that's where the context does come into play. And it's like, you can't do that and rebuke your fucking punches, bro. Like, now I do respect his decision because I think him and Kendrick are boys.
Right.
They're homies, and I don't think it was fit for them two to beef because I mean they had like a whole collab album and all that shit too.
Right.
But again, to your point, if you're gonna call that shit how it is. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it better be a fucking duck.
It's a duck.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't turn into a goose.
Right.
And he's incredible. I love his catalog.
Yes.
His mixtape shit always inspired me. Friday Night Lights, Warm Up.
Yes.
And I love Everyone Loves Forest Hills Drive.
Yes.
That's a classic to me.
Facts.
But I do think, and I'm not trying to be too harsh on J. Cole, but I do feel like, too, with his discography, he had some not as stellar projects. Which I think that kind of hinders the view on him a little bit.
Right.
But looking at him solely as a rapper, and his production is incredible too.
Facts.
But looking at him as solely as a rapper and producer, I think he has left a mark on the game. He might go down as like top 10 rapper, top 5 rapper, depending on if he really ups the ante more.
Right.
Yeah, he might be a little overrated.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's only from the context of last year.
Right.
2 years ago, I would have said perfectly.
Yeah.
Maybe under.
Agreed. Right.
But
Agreed.
Currently, I think he's just a little overrated, and it's not that. Not say when we say overrated, that doesn't mean
Right.
he's bad.
No, not at all.
That just
Not
means
at all.
that the crowd goes kind of may have lifted him up a little too high for where he really is
Agreed.
at this point.
Agreed.
But J. Cole, we fucking love you.
We love you, bro.
And I'm looking forward to, what is it, The Fall Off is his next
Fall Off,
project?
yeah.
And did you hear that new one he dropped, Clouds?
Clouds is fire.
Now that shit, if I get, and Port Antonio,
Yes.
if you give me a whole album of shit like that,
Facts.
that's a redemption arc I can live by.
110%. 110%.
Because he snapped
Yes.
on both of them bitches
Yes.
so hard, and it kind of made me go, I'm like, oh, I get why people were saying you were that guy.
Right,
now, like, I
right,
remember that now.
right.
Now I'm not expecting him to go and cut Kendrick's head off or anything.
No, right.
But I do think J. Cole is in line for a redemption arc from last year, and that's my favorite moment for artists. Is like, what do you do now? Your back's a little against the wall.
Right.
How you gonna bounce back?
Right. Agreed.
And he can, and I think
Facts,
he will.
facts,
And
facts.
we're waiting for a J. Cole
Right.
classic. Here.
Right. Big facts.
So J. Cole, unfortunately, is a little overrated.
Just
It's
a little bit.
overrated. But we still love you over here.
Facts.
Hell
Big
yeah.
facts. Wu-Tang.
Hell yeah.
Wu-Tang is my favorite rap group of all time.
Talk that
I
shit.
fucking love Wu.
Hell yeah.
There is not a member of Wu. I mean, I'm talking affiliates. I'm talking GP Wu, Killer Army, Sons of Man.
Hell yeah.
I love anything Wu-Tang related. They
That's
are
real.
perfectly rated.
Hell yeah. Why
Like-
why are they perfectly rated to you? You just think that's iconic? Like,
There's
classics.
no other rap group, in my opinion,
yeah.
that had the success solo-wise.
Yeah, that's true.
That-
all of them.
All of them.
RZA, Raekwon,
Yes, I mean-
Ghostface, Jizza.
Yes.
I mean, they're and they've all dropped incredible solo
yes,
pieces too.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, for me, there's that first string of albums. I mean, we're talking from Meth with Tikal, Dirty with Return to the 36 Chambers,
Yep.
Raekwon with the Purple Tape,
Yup.
Jizza with Liquid Swords,
Yep.
Ghost with Iron Man, and then drop another classic with Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
The brick was on the pedal, bro,
Facts.
and they were driving like
Facts. I mean, and then just RZA's production being extremely
Changed the game.
innovative.
Yep.
Dirty, grimy, sounds like New York City.
literally. I'm in a subway when I'm listening
Yes.
to that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
and for me being, I grew up in Jersey and grew up in North Jersey to where, I was right across the water from New York, and in New York at that time in the early 90s and shit, mid 90s.
Hell yeah.
That was just a soundtrack. Like,
It just resonated.
Yes.
Hellas, of course.
Like, for me, it's like Wu and Mobb Deep when it comes to rap groups in the early to mid 90s.
Right.
It's like epitome. So yeah, Wu can do no wrong in my opinion.
That's valid. I mean, fuck. We were talking about Ghostface,
Right.
And like I kind of grew up on like diving into the Wu-Tang stuff myself, and like, bro, RZA's production still carrying into the era now,
Right.
And he does didn't he do the soundtrack for Kill Bill?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all fucking incredible.
Facts.
And I mean, fuck. And I loved ODB and
Right.
fucking just that the whole fucking crew.
Yeah.
Like no misses from them.
No misses.
They all fucking complemented each other really well.
Facts.
And they created a sound to me that is
Right.
like. That is New York.
Yes.
I don't even.
Yes.
You can put a piece of pizza in my face
Right.
or a fucking Wu-Tang album,
Right.
and I'm picking the Wu-Tang album. Like that shit.
Facts.
That shit is fucking too important and integral to this genre.
Definitely.
And without them, we wouldn't have. Even touching on the group shit, we wouldn't have posse groups the way like Odd Future in a weird way.
Yeah.
It was like a future spawn of Wu,
Yeah.
like in a weird way.
Facts.
And I mean, really, a lot of the collectives that you see are kind of
Right.
like future spawns of like Wu. Because one thing that I feel like they did really well too is they were all in the same universe of music, but they all were a little. They had their own unique difference to them.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Like if I'm listening to Method Man or fucking, I'm listening to Raekwon.
Right.
Like, yeah, they both sound like they're from New York, but they don't sound the same at all. Like they're from weren't they? They were all from like different boroughs, weren't they? Or some
they're
shit?
all from the only ones that weren't from Staten Island is Dirty, Jizza, and Master Killer. They're all from
But they're all
Brooklyn.
from like Brooklyn.
Yep.
Damn, but they all fucking embodied some different energy.
Something different,
Like,
man. And that was another thing that I loved about Wu. And I feel like with Rotten, we are like starting to try to implement that, with us doing our solo endeavors.
Hell yeah.
It's like, all right, when we come together, this is like Wu-Tang.
Voltron.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like, Dame can stand on his own. Soul can stand on his own. I can stand on my own.
Hell yeah.
And put out great music and collab with each other and give each other, ideas and feedback with our own shit. So
hell yeah.
That's definitely how I look at Rotten. It's like a mini Wu.
Y'all really do embody that. Because y'all are the same way to where, and like I think we were saying this upstairs before we came down here too, that like y'all can literally stand on your own.
Facts.
All your solo work is all fire as fuck by itself.
Right.
And then when you come together, you become this fucking Megazord, bro. Like, and it's unstoppable and undeniable. And I think that y'all embody the same shit for sure. Man. And maybe even with more uniqueness to what you guys do.
Yeah.
Because fuck. Damon can do some of the melodical stuff too, and like sing and shit. And then Soul is like this master fucking flow artist,
right?
And then you're just fucking like this superior barsmith,
right?
And fucking and producer, like it's definitely paralleled to like a Wu-Tang.
Man, like, and that's one thing I definitely love about my bros is that like I feel like they've mastered something within the genre. Like Dame is incredible. He can do so much. He's so versatile. Like
hell yeah.
He can do in my opinion, he can do damn near any genre.
Literally, he can do any genre.
Like if Dame wanted to do a bluegrass album tomorrow, I'd be like, yo, go for that shit,
I could
bro.
see it too.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
It'd be fire. It'd be fire.
Facts.
Yeah, he's
but
talented for sure.
He can rap his fucking ass off.
Yup.
So many different flows, voices, styles, and different, song concept. And he seems so at home. Sounds great doing it.
For sure.
Like, that's why I love when he does the cover records and puts his own spin on his shit.
Oh, they're fire. Yeah.
Like he's just, and then with Soul is like, he's got so much energy.
Yeah.
But then I feel like people just see the energy.
Oh yeah.
They're not seeing the fact that this man's technical application with words.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. I mean, you don't get to be able to do that flow shit without being able to like just watching him live last night. I'm always in awe. I'm like, how the fuck is this dude doing this shit?
Like,
and he's a tactician.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And it's when you break it down too, he's a wordsmith as well. Like,
exactly. Exactly.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely like take the Wu approach when it comes to it's just like, yo,
that's real.
We're a bitty. It's only 3 of us. It's not 9, but
hell yeah,
we're Wu-Tang.
Hell yeah, but
I mean?
you embody all the same energy,
right?
Honestly.
Like when we started Rotten, I was calling Dame RZA for the longest because it's funny because Rotten really is the brainchild of Damon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
hell yeah.
We formed the group. We were talking backstage one. I think we were at Four Hands Brewing. We did a show with Dame.
Yeah.
And he was just throwing an idea about forming this collective.
Hell yeah.
And then he was like, Soul, he's got this energy. And I was like, all right, if we're Wu, then you're RZA.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Soul is going to be our Method Man.
For sure.
And I was like, yo, I'll be like the Ghostface Raekwon of the group.
I feel like that's a valid comparison. Yeah, I get that vibe from each of you guys.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's hard as fuck. And I agree. I think Wu-Tang perfectly rated?
Yeah.
Of course. You got to respect the Wu.
Yeah, you can't underrate or overrate Wu. They are perfectly rated.
There would be, honestly, neither of us without Wu-Tang.
Big facts.
So,
big facts.
If to all you fucking young kids out there,
go listen.
Go listen to some fucking Wu-Tang. There's so much to catch up on.
Facts.
All their individual shit.
Yeah.
All their group stuff. Very good.
Big facts.
No misses.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, perfectly rated.
Perfectly rated. Perfectly rated. All right, let's see what we got. Steak.
Hell yeah.
Perfectly fucking rated.
Yes, sir. Let's talk that shit.
I love a good piece of steak.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. It's.
Do you have a temperature or a cut that you prefer?
I am a New York strip.
Yeah.
Medium rare.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice, light steak sauce, man. Nicely seasoned.
Oof, I'm seeing it.
Right.
I'm seeing it.
Cannot go wrong, man.
I swear.
I love going to a good steakhouse. I love Kobe beef. I want to try the Wagyu steaks. I know this shit's super expensive.
I haven't tried it, but I'm sure it's worth it.
Yeah, like I love a good fucking steak. Steak is perfectly rated, man.
That's fucking valid. And I'm happy you said medium rare.
Yes.
I serve food.
Right.
And I'll have people be like, yeah, I'll do the well done steak. I'm like, you want to chew that much? You got time to chew? I don't got time for that. Like, how are you gonna taste that dry ass shit?
Yeah.
I've always been a medium rare steak guy, and I'm either a strip steak or a filet mignon.
Yes.
Medium rare.
Yes.
Give me like a nice like crust over the top kind of thing.
Yep.
And yeah, you can give me like a light steak sauce, but it depends on what it is.
Right.
There's this steak sauce. So whenever I make steaks, I'm gonna try and put y'all on some game here real quick. I buy this bottle of steak sauce called Andrea's Steak Sauce.
Okay.
It's at Deerberg, Schnucks, wherever. I think they might have it at Walmart too or wherever. And I'll marinate my steaks in there overnight for 24 hours. And that's all you gotta do. And season it properly.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, fucking whatever the hell else you want to throw on there. And just cook the steaks after that. But if you marinate it in that Andrea's steak sauce overnight,
I'm gonna have to go and get that.
Top tier. I'm just trying to put y'all on game.
On game here.
And if you don't like it, that's all right. My taste buds might be fucked up. But I agree, bro. I think steak could never be overrated.
Never.
To me. And I just think that all my greatest meals I've had in my life were probably steak meals.
Good steaks, man. Yeah. It's funny. It was so Cap and Dame go to this spot to get steaks and shit. I was supposed to link up with them to go last year and shit, but I got fucking sick or whatever. But yeah, like we were talking about it today in the group chat, and like Cap's like, yo, yeah, we're gonna link up and get steaks and shit.
Hell yeah.
Cause I wanna go to this spot, man.
Hell yeah,
man. Like I love cooking steaks. I love I'm a dude that'll do steak and eggs in the fucking morning and shit. You know what I mean?
High protein, baby.
I love a good steak with, asparagus and a good,
baked potato or something.
And then I'm satisfied, man. Good red wine. I'm good.
That sounds so good.
I'm good after that, bro.
That's what I need to have for dinner tonight.
It's funny. Since we're talking about it, I'm thinking the same thing, bro.
Like, I might go get a steak and a baked potato, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, all you people who don't appreciate steaks, you're missing out on the greatest fucking meal that you can have.
Facts. If you're vegetarian, I get it, but a good steak can't go wrong, man.
Swear. I had this is my last story on steak, and then we'll go to the next one. Me and my buddies, we went to Vegas, and we wanted to go to like a nice steak restaurant out there. They had this one. It was a 5. We were like, all right, well, we're only in Vegas like maybe once or twice in our lives.
Right,
whatever.
live it up.
And I'm like, let's ball out. Let's go somewhere nice. So we looked up this 5-star steak restaurant called Joe's Steakhouse, and granted, it was the most expensive meal of my life. It was like fucking a la carte style sides.
Oh.
So you had to buy like sides for the table to share and shit. So each one of us bought like a steak and then a side.
Got you.
But I got the surf and turf there. It was 104 fucking bucks. Ran my shit dry. But it was the best fucking steak I've ever had in my life.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Every fucking penny. And in my head, I was like, God, I just spent $100 on something I'm gonna shit out in 2 days, bro. But it was Literally, it was like butter, bro.
Right.
It was the best steak of my life. So, anyway, my point is, don't be scared of the prices of steaks.
Yeah.
They might scare you off sometimes.
Sometimes it's worth it.
But sometimes it is 100% worth
Facts,
it.
man. A good meal is not nothing you want to like be cheap about.
No, you gotta spend, bro. It's worth it.
And you only live once, man.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, go for it.
Get a good steak.
Hell yeah.
Get it medium rare.
Facts.
Get it how we just talked about.
Yeah,
you know?
don't do none of that well done bullshit.
Yeah, y'all can get dentures on your own time. I'm good. Like, y'all fucking your teeth up chewing that much.
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
Hell yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
That's the last rabbit in the hat, ladies and gentlemen.
West Side Gun.
Hell yeah.
Yo, Wes, if you ever see this,
Yes, sir.
you are one of them dudes, yo.
Boom, 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 boom.
If anybody listens to All the Smoke, please go listen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song on there called Believe Me.
Yup, I peeped it.
And
yeah.
I sample West Side Gun.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
West Side Gun is perfectly rated. Matter of fact, might even be underrated.
I think he could be
because
underrated.
I feel like
He deserves
people in the
more.
culture give him his flowers.
Yeah.
But he needs more eyes and ears on the shit that he's brought to the game.
100%.
He's brought so much. I mean, his involvement with wrestling, I fucking love wrestling.
Yes,
I love wrestling. The fact that he's like really involved in wrestling and show up to WWE events, AEW events, and be right there
in the middle,
in the fucking thick of things, taking pictures with wrestlers.
Hell yeah.
Is fire to me. What he's brought to the art culture is fire to me.
Yup.
I mean, his merch, the aesthetics of Griselda. I mean,
Fire.
his fucking jewelry is insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
fits go crazy.
I mean, dude is just an
Hair on
all
Preston head to
around
toe, like-
connoisseur. He is culture. So
Yeah.
he needs more eyes and ears. People definitely need to give him his flowers. I love West Side Gun. He's the fucking GOAT, in my opinion.
Talk that shit.
I feel like people don't give him his just due for what he does
Yes.
on the microphone. I mean, he's a curator. Like,
He is a curator.
he's a curator.
Yes.
I love West Side Gun, man. I feel like people that know,
Yeah.
but people that don't or haven't really given him his just due,
Yeah.
he's underrated.
They're missing out. Yeah.
He needs to be higher rated.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I think he kind of like, we had that 2016 SoundCloud era of rap that was like dominating for a while. But then when Griselda kind of like came in, and like to me, like they're all incredible. Benny,
Facts.
Conway,
Yes.
West Side Gun, but Gun's my favorite to me. I love his vocals.
Yeah.
It's just iconic. And his raps are fire. He might be the best lifestyle rapper. To me.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, puts on for all the
Yes.
like the most fire fashion shit.
Yes.
And yeah, the aesthetics, the cover art,
Yes.
the production.
Yes.
He has. You remember Why I Do Him Like That?
Yes.
That's one of the best beats I've ever
Facts.
heard in my entire life.
And
then,
another thing about Gunn that I feel like people don't give him his just due when it comes to being an MC.
Yeah.
He can tell an incrable fucking story.
another great
storyteller,
Yep.
bro.
Bro makes me think I got a brick in the kitchen.
Right.
Like I love the people are making memes about it. They're like, cause like he'll say some wild shit on the
Right.
record. They'll be like, "Have you ever put a brick in the air fryer?" It's like, I haven't, bro. But tell me more. Like,
I love the outlandish talk. I love the fly
it's
talk.
fire.
I mean, the videos there. I mean, and the thing I love about Wes and like you said, Griselda as a whole, is that I feel like they encompass all the things I love about hip hop.
Yes,
You know,
for sure.
I mean, and just, street culture in general.
Yup.
I'm not a street dude. I grew up in the hood. I know plenty of fucking gangsters and shit like that.
Right.
But I understand and I've seen with my own eyes, some of the shit that they talk about.
Yeah,
But it's not just street rap. It's, I mean, the fact that you have, and they got a story to tell too.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? And the fact that, Griselda is family, Wes and Conway are bros.
Yeah.
Benny's a cousin.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the another thing that I love too is that when we first like started hearing about Griselda and seeing their rise to being real prominent in the game, they brought back for me that classic 90s
They did.
boom bap, dirty, grimy sound.
And they made it cool again.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And then just as I was saying, I love fucking fashion. West is one of the drippiest motherfuckers.
Hey, he ain't the fly guy for no reason.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's one of the drippiest motherfuckers.
100%.
He pushed that shit on. Like I said, just the whole aesthetic of West Side Gun. I could talk about for hours because he's definitely somebody I look up to and fucking love, man. So yeah, shout out to West. He needs to be higher rated.
I agree. I
think
think that style of rap needs to be pushed further to the people.
Yes.
Because it's and I'll see if I'm scrolling through TikTok too. I always get a lot of like my FYP gets a lot of shit like that. Some West Side Gun stuff.
Yeah.
There'll be people walking through the fucking Louvre or walking through some art museum,
right.
and then they're like. The caption will be an art museum and West Side Gun playing at the same time, and it's that's how it feels sometimes too. It's
Facts.
you listen to his shit, you're it's so elegant,
yes,
and very I feel like I'm looking at a modern painting kind of thing when I'm listening to his shit, and that goes in line with the storytelling and stuff too.
Right,
he's just fucking amazing, and I think that he and the rest of the Griselda dudes have delivered something that hip hop really needed when it needed it most.
Agreed.
And we weren't getting enough love for that boom bap rap style, and they made it cool again. Cause now look at, you see the flip flop of. I feel like we're in a culture shift again now.
Yeah.
And Kendrick kind of pushed it forward. I feel like we are trending more towards lyricism and more soul sample driven, boom bappy kind of rap shit. Not to say that the trap shit's gonna be dead. It'll still that shit. We're gonna go through cycles.
Yeah,
we just went through our punk rock phase in hip hop. Essentially.
Right.
And now it's where it's rebooting back to the OG rock sound.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Facts.
And I think it'll carry trends from the trap sound into that too.
Right. And I love when I hear there's a song on one of Conway's projects. I think it's the Lulu project.
Yeah.
That him and Alchemist did.
Yeah.
And he kind of dibbles, but it was an Alchemist take on a trap.
Doing a trap beat?
Yeah, but it was still dark, grimy, and fucking Conway skated all over that motherfucker with the flow. So it was for me, I love that. They'll dibble and dabble with that and show that they have the abilities.
They can do both sides.
So it's it's a great balance. But the core of West and Griselda as a whole is, they're from New York. They're from upstate New York, but it's still New York.
Yeah.
So you're going to get that. And I feel like they were probably waving that boom bap flag harder than some of the dudes that were from the boroughs.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
That's facts.
With them, with 38 Spash and Trust Gang and shit. And it's just upstate was yo, y'all not gonna do it down in the boroughs.
Yeah.
We gonna do it up here.
We got it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to West, man. Love West Side Gun.
Absolute legend.
Facts.
I think if there was a Hall of Fame for rappers, he would be pretty much prepared to get inducted at this point. Yeah.
Facts.
And I think I agree. I'd say West Side Gun could not be overrated.
No.
Only because not enough people fucking know about him. And he's super niche. And but he's also still highly respected.
Facts.
If you know about him, he's one of your favorite rappers. And West Side Gun, if you ever meet either me or Rec, please come hop on a beat.
Facts.
We'll
love to.
We'll make it happen.
Facts.
And honestly, I don't even need you to do much. If you could just come on and just hit me with a little boop, 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 boop. That's all I need. That's all I need. You don't even got to rap a verse. Just give me some libs, bro.
So it's funny, when I was making a beat for Believe Me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I found a sample and I was like, yo, this is Griselda all day.
For sure. Hell yeah.
I was like, yo, this sounds like either Derringer or Alchemist made this beat and shit.
Hell yeah.
Or Conductor Williams or somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we love Conductor.
So I'm like, I had the intention of putting a bunch of sound bites and little samples throughout the beat.
Hell yeah.
But I was like, yo, since this sounds like Griselda,
why not get them libs?
I was like, yo, let me find a fucking West Side Gun acapella.
Yeah.
So I sampled the fucking, hey yo. I sampled that. I sampled that. But then I also grabbed the boo boo boo, and I was like, which one do I use?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me go with Ayo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was torn between one of the two, bro.
Those are two of the most iconic ad libs of all time.
Big facts.
Like up there with I'll put Takeoff and him saying "Mama."
Right.
Mama. Like that's up there too. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
Facts.
But fuck yeah, I think West Side Gun's ad libs are like probably the most iconic ever.
Facts. Like for me, like it's him, like with him doing the Ayo and boom boom boom. Mm-hmm. It's right up there with Kiss doing his fucking laugh before he starts rapping. Like
that's so
it's
real.
It's just as iconic.
Yeah.
You know? Like
hell yeah.
Big facts.
That's a staple.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Oh shit. That was a good segment.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Fresh out of the hat. Damn, bro. I feel like this is another one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, man.
We got to really talk some shit, break down some hip hop stuff, and get to know you more. And I feel like the people will appreciate that.
Definitely.
And hopefully they stay tuned in with what we're both doing.
Right. Yes.
More to come.
Facts.
Before we get off here, bro, do you want to leave the people with like a message or like tell them anything? Man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, it's all about positivity.
Yes, sir.
It's all about, trying to be better, doing better, showing love to your fellow man and making the world better.
Yeah.
But when it comes to this music, man, just try to continue to be creative, be yourself.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because it's popping right now don't mean you got to do it. Because if it's popping right now, that means enough people are doing it.
They're already doing it.
They're already doing it.
Yep.
So I love when people throw new shit into the game and they're so creative. So if you are creative in any facet of being creative in entertainment, do something new, push it forward. Be yourself, man.
Talk that shit.
You know what I mean? And All the Smoke is out now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dame just dropped a new video and single, Megalodon. Go check that out.
Hard.
He's got a lot of new shit coming. Soul's just dropping a new single, Onryo and video. So go check that out. Rotten, we're going to be out here and about, man. As solo artists and as a group.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my brother Gunsmoke Jones. Shout out to Capo.
Yeah.
Scam Usual, Jim's Pool Room.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Jersey. Yeah, man. Love.
Damn right. Talk that shit.
Hell yeah.
I stay tuned
to
what my boy Rec Riddles has popping.
Definitely.
Stay tuned to what we got going on Fly on the Wall.
Facts.
I got some more shit that I'm dropping soon.
Yes,
but
sir.
right now the podcast is the central focus.
Yes.
And go get All the Smoke.
Please.
Go for a walk. Play that shit. Burn something, play that shit.
Word.
Drink something, play that shit. You don't even gotta do any of that. Just breathe and play that shit. It's fire. You gonna fuck with it, I promise. And that's my stamp of approval.
Appreciate it, man.
And I like to think I got decent taste buds.
Right.
But Rec, it was an honor to have you on here,
man.
bro.
Thank you for having me, man.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
We will spin the block again at some point.
Hell yeah. We gotta have a Rotten episode.
You know what? I need, if I get next time I get 2 mics, whenever that does happen, because I got that one for pretty cheap. It was like $50.
Yeah.
So if I get 2 more, y'all are the first fucking group I'm having on here.
Man.
It's like a group.
Hell yeah.
I would love to have all 3 of y'all at once.
Definitely.
That'd be fire.
It'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn right.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Fly on the Wall, Rotten, Rec Riddles.
Yep.
This is an incredible moment, and let's keep making incredible moments. Don't stop. Don't change the channel. We'll be right back.